Hey everybody, Scott Travels. February 6th, another fun day. Some snow in the Northeast. It's just not fun at all. Warming up, so most of it's melting. God help, another slushy day tomorrow. What's in the news today? Let's see, where should we start? Oh, here we go. We got a couple Disney ones. Disney attendance report. It had Disney went up in attendance at 2%. Wow, 2%. Well, it's going to be down like 20% by the time Universal opens, and you shut down everything to work on it. I mean, come on. Why do you need to shut down Muppets when it's beyond and behind the Muppets Theater and won't be open for years? You can keep playing Muppets for years. Oh, here's one. Another one. One family won't be at Disney this year in 25. Between the high prices, closing of rides, the Muppets, nothing new happening. Hollywood is stagnant in age. Animal Kingdom looks the same as it has ever. I mean, how many videos can show my pal Mickey walking around and him working 20 years later? It might be longer. I don't remember when my pal Mickey came out, but I mean, how can that thing work 20 years later when supposedly all those things are dead, but they're not dead because he still goes hee hee and tells you fun facts, especially in Animal Kingdom. He tells you fun facts like crazy. So Animal Kingdom's never changed. So that was their, Disney's way behind, cross their arms, wait and see, where everyone else was like, hey, let's spend money and do something, get ahead. Slice House of Pizza. I've never heard the food company. It's coming to Universal City Walk in Hollywood, where you can get whole pizza and slices. It must be we don't have any around me. Clearly, I don't know what that is. But anywhere you could get cheaper food at a theme park, all for it. News. What about London Universal? What's going on? Well, there's more talks being talked about. Universal's people are talking with the government of the UK and London. Placements, towns, permits, architectural drawings, artist renderings, and that's what is happening with that. I found that very interesting. They said, still negotiating. It'll probably happen, but it would be at least, even if it went through this year, it'd be 6 years maybe before it opened. I mean, it could open in parts, a smaller part with 2 or 3 coasters, some other rides that could be pre-assembled off the shelf, as we've learned from, amusement park trade shows that it's very easy to buy a roller coaster as long as you don't want it themed to your trademarked property. You want to go with Dragon, you go with this, or you go with that. You can get rides like that. In less than a year. I was told less than a year. Royal Caribbean. 90 people on one ship has called down sick at gastro. What are you doing, Royal? Are you not cleaning? Is people just not washing their hands? I mean, I don't know what's going on there. It's way too much. Way too much. Article here says, is it possible to stow away on the ship? Well, your answer is no with a maybe. eventually they would find you, and they do find people, and they often would hold up the people coming on the ship to try to find these people. One of them, they said they couldn't find a person. They were watching the videos, and they found her very drunkenly walking the hallways, and then they got like what floor it was on and found her in one of the linen storage closets, and she apparently locked herself in there, and she was passed out on the floor drunk still. So, yeah, no. Oh, Meyer Nerfert, the most. This is the most popular manufacturer of cruise ships in the world, or at least the American cruise ships we know: Royal, Norwegian, Carnival, Princess. Everyone's ordered from them, so they say they have a fuel cell they can install in cruise ships and will retrofit in the current ships. They're actually installing them in ships that are being refurbed as a test, and they allow them to have it for nothing and see how it works, including the batteries charge when the diesel runs, obviously, and then when they get into port, they want them to shut down and see how well the fuel cells powered the ship without a diesel burning out, or plug in from the city, town, municipality, island. And then, of course, there's always power to restart an engine. Once one starts, the next one will start, the next one will start, the next one will start. So, that would be interesting to see. They're in test phases, and they said they have the fuel cells already working on more of them for retrofits, and are talking with more testing. So we don't know which ships they're on. We just know that there is 3 ships that currently have them, and we're not told which ships and what cruise lines. But it's probably like NCL or Carnival that would do it. Hey, free? Yeah, we can try that out. No problem. You just install that over there. I wish I could find the funniest one is they wanted the cruise ships to plug in, and I found the real plug-ins. It's a difficult and maneuver thing, but the funniest one had to be, it was like a picture of the Norwegian ship, and it had the outdoor orange extension cord plugged into the side of it where the artwork was, and it says, "See, we fixed it. It's plugged in now. Diesel doesn't have to run at New York City any longer." And it's just the funniest picture ever, and I just can't find it any longer. I have the the news report, but I just can't find the drawing of it anymore. It was so good. And you could see it's the cheesy, outdoor orange plug that we all use for lawn care or lights for Christmas or something. It was just plugged into the side of the ship. It was just so funny versus the real plugs.